Joshua in chapter 6. Are you turning there? Just turn to your neighbor on tonight and say, neighbor, you're blessed because you sat by me. Amen. Joshua chapter 6. Move up to verse 15 if you will. When you're there, you can say amen. Bible reads, and it came to pass on the seventh day that they rose early about the dawning of the day, and compassed the city after the same manner 7 times. Only on that day they compassed the city 7 times. And it came to pass that the 7th time, when the priest blew the trumpets, Joshua said unto the people, shout, for the Lord hath given you the city. And the city shall be accursed, even it and all that are therein, to the Lord. Only Rahab the harlot shall live, and she and all that are with her house, because she hid the messengers that we had sent. And if you will, and the city, and the city shall be accursed, even it and therein. And the Lord, only Rahab the harlot shall live, and she that are with her in the house, because she hid the messengers that we sent. And ye in any wise keep yourselves from the accursed thing, lest ye make yourselves accursed. When ye take the accursed thing, and make the camp of Israel curse and trouble it, but all the silver and gold and vessels and brass and iron are consecrated unto the Lord. They shall come into the treasury of the Lord. So the people shouted when the priest blew with the trumpets. And it came to pass when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat. So that the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city. Amen. If I could just talk for a moment tonight about the formula of a working plan. The formula of a working plan. Turn to somebody and say, neighbor, it's all a part of the plan. Some texts in the Bible, they begin to seem strange in nature. They seemingly make absolutely no sense. When we look at Abraham in the Bible, why would God send Abraham on Mount Moriah to kill the very son that he had promised him? I don't know about you, but that just seems strange to me. Why would God begin to give Jeremiah the prophet? Why would God begin to give Jeremiah a word in his belly? Why would God put fire in his bones, but it won't let anybody hear the message that Jeremiah had just preached? That's strange to me. Why would Elijah send a man into a river? Why would he send a man into a muddy, dirty river to go clean himself, only to come out of the river healed? That's strange to me. Job was a perfect and upright man. So I cannot understand why God would allow Job to be sick. Why would God allow Job to lose everything that he had? When Job has lived a perfect life. That's strange to me. But what I've come to understand, children of God, is that the plan of God is never convenient for you. The plan of God will never be what you expected. As much as we would like it to be the way that we want it to be, as much as we would like things to go our way in life, the plan of God is never convenient for the believer. Because you can testify that God doesn't always move when you want him to. God doesn't always move the way that you expect God to move. God doesn't always fulfill his plan the way that you think he ought to. Sometimes God will reroute you in the process of fulfilling his plan. You didn't plan on being the way that you are now. You didn't plan on your relationship going the way that it's going now. You didn't plan to be on the bottom of your job only to be knocked off and be fired. Things will get rerouted in your life. You can testify on tonight that sometimes things will reroute you. Things will reroute the plan that you had. Because you planned on life being all peaches and cream. You planned on life being all good all of the time. But God has to fulfill a plan for your life. And the plan of God causes you to be rerouted in the way that you thought you were going. Because I beg to differ with Medea's theology. Medea said he may not come when you want him, but he'll be on time. But God is not on time, he's on his time. God moves when he wants to move. God moves when he says that it's time for him to move. God is sovereign. And God will give some strange instructions. God will send you to some things that really don't make sense. Because you can't understand why you can't save no money all the time, but your bills are paid. God will not make sense to you sometimes. Things don't make sense. And for every strange instruction, God has a plan. Isn't that good news on tonight? That no matter how strange life seems, that no matter how tough life gets, God has a plan for you. Anybody working in his plan right about now, you don't know how things are going to show up. You don't know how things are going to work out. Even when you can't trace God's hand, you still are willing to trust God's heart. God will reroute you. What we learn in this book of Joshua. In Joshua chapter 1, it seemed that Moses would be the one to bring Israel into the promised land. But Moses makes a mistake. Moses takes the glory from God and said, I'm the one that gave you water from a sweet rock. But I come to tell you, you can't take God's glory. You can't take the credit for what God done in your life. You cannot take the credit for where God has put you in your life. The glory belongs to God. And God all by himself. Because the question was asked to Job, Job, where were you when I hung the stars in the sky? Job, where were you when I put water in the river? Job, where were you when I put the sun to hang over the sky? Where were you, Job? Where were you when God formed you in your mother's belly? Where were you when God raised Jesus from the dead? The plan of God. Joshua gets his call into ministry. He said, God tells Joshua, Joshua, don't ruin what me and Moses have already started. We've started this journey into the promised land. Don't you ruin what we've got going on. And Joshua, he tells Joshua, if you just be obedient, I will exalt you. And isn't it a good thing to be exalted by God? Because when God places you somewhere, there's no man, woman, boy, or girl, or anything else that can take you out of the plan of God. Yes, sir. when God places you. God will exalt you. Can't nobody mess with you when God puts you somewhere. Don't matter how they talk about you, how they ridicule you, how they scandalize your name. Whatever they do to you, it can touch the plan of God. Chapter 2, Joshua sends spies into Jericho. He begins to strategize. How are we going to take this city? How are we going to do God's will? How are we going to fulfill the plan of God? Then he finds himself at Rahab's house. And the king of Jericho sends out some men. He said, we saw some strange people come in the city last night. We need to know who these people are. We don't know where they're from. We don't know how they got here. We don't know who let them in, but we got to find out who they are. Says we got to find out who these people are, but this is where Rahab gets a blessing for helping the messengers of God. She helps the messengers of Israel. And when can I tell you that you ought to help the messenger of God? It don't matter what he do. If he stay lined up in God's will, it's your job to help him, because that's where your blessing comes from. The Bible says that if you give the prophet of God just a glass of water, you'll receive a prophet's reward. So the good thing to do is to bless the man of God when he's fulfilling God's plan. Yes. Fulfilling God's plan. Then in chapter 3, the children of Israel again find themselves at the Jordan River. When they get ready to cross Jordan, God opens up the sea like he did before. Didn't we talk about that last night? That what God can do one time, God is still able to do it again. Because you needed some stuff done again. Because cancer came back in your life and you needed some stuff done again. You needed a healing again, and God healed you again. What he can do once, he can do it again. They cross over this river on dry land. And the Bible says that God told Joshua, leave a memorial, so that when folks ask you why is this memorial here, you tell them, because I've seen the things that God have done in my life, and I'm leaving a memorial for the folks who come behind me, so they'll know that God, since he done it for me, that he can do it again for you. Isn't that good news that grandmama was praying and grandmama left a memorial for you to say that God healed me? I know that he'll heal you. In chapter 4, they laid this memorial to see what God had already done. In chapter 5, they consecrate themselves again. But then the strange thing happens again, where a man appears to Joshua in his tent. This man appeals to Joshua, and what this man suggests to Joshua, it implies two things. That one, Joshua was down on his knees praying. Because when you pray, is that God will show up. When you begin to pray, God will start to move. If you pray right, God will move on your behalf. When you pray and pray right. Because what I've learned is that God tends to handle prayer differently than any other thing that we do. What do you mean, preacher? When God wanted to bless Israel, he sent Abraham. When God wanted to lead Israel, he sent Moses. When God wanted a fighter for Israel, he sent Samson. When God wanted a singer, he sent David. When God wanted wisdom, he sent Solomon. When God wanted an interpreter, he sent Daniel. When God wanted a dreamer, he sent Joseph. When God wanted a prayer, he sent John. But when God gets ready to answer your prayer, God don't send nobody else. He show up himself. And aren't you glad that Jesus will show up in the midst of you praying? Aren't you glad that Jesus will show up right when you need him to show up? God will show up when you've been praying healing. God will show up when you've been praying deliverance. God will show up when you've been praying. God will show up himself. when you pray and you pray right, God will show up. Then when we move here to Joshua chapter 6, God gives some most strange instructions. Because God said, walk around this city and I'm going to make the walls fall down. On the 7th day, walk around 7 more times. And I'm going to make the wall fall down. And I can see the people of Israel just like they did Moses. Well, I don't see how God going to do that, because we ain't touch the wall. We ain't going to hit on the wall. Ain't nobody going to bump into the wall. We just going to walk around and God going to make it fall. No, I don't see that, Joshua. You can testify that that's some of y'all in here. God, I don't know how you going to do it. I just can't see you doing that in my life. I've been sick too long. I've been down too long. I've been broke too long. So I don't know how you going to do it in my life. How you gonna make this wall fall? You got some walls in your life that you need down. Anybody got some walls up in here? Can I tell you what walls are in your life? Walls are that wayward child that you got. Walls are the trouble in your marriage. Walls are the trouble in your relationship. Walls are when you can't find no peace in your house. Walls are when you ain't got no peace in your mind. You can tell somebody, my walls ain't your walls, but I got walls. I got some walls in life that I need to get down. And I'm not sure how God is going to do it, but what I'm going to do is, I'm going to trust God that He's going to do it. Even if He don't do it, look at the 3 Hebrew boys. They had to go in the fire. They said, God, if you don't do it, I still know that you're able. Anybody know that He's able in this place tonight? God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you can ever ask or think. God is able to do things impossible. The song that said, have you any rivers that seem uncrossable? Have you any mountain that you cannot tunnel through? God specializes. Anybody know that He specializes in things that seem impossible? I like the next verse. The next verse said, have you any affliction that seem incurable? God specializes in things impossible. He specializes. But child of God, here it is. Before the plan of God can be all that it is appointed to be in your life, there are some things that you must begin to understand in order for a plan to work out. There are some essentials of a working plan. Number one, when we aspire to reach the formula of a working plan, we must first understand that there comes participation before compensation. Participation before compensation. When God has a plan, the plan cannot fulfill itself, but you have to work with God to fulfill the plan of God. You have to participate in the plan. Why must we participate in the plan? Because if they never walk around the wall 7 times, how will the wall fall down? If they don't walk around the wall 7 times, how is the wall going to fall? We have to work with God to fulfill His plan, because God has given us the propensity to fulfill the plan and work things out for ourselves that He can do, but you also can do yourself. See, when you pray to God for a healing and the doctor has prescribed you some medicine, take the medicine. Because you praying for something that you can do yourself. God is the one who gave the doctor the knowledge to give you the medicine. So if the doctor done prescribed you the medicine and you want a healing from God, you keep praying, God, why you won't heal me? God is asking you why you won't take your medicine. I'm just trying to help you live. Why you won't do what the doctor said? If you got high blood pressure, stop eating pork chop. It takes some stuff that you got to do yourself. If you're single and you want a man, but you don't want to go out and mingle, God can't help you. Praying to God to help you lose weight, but you won't go work out. The plan of God requires you to help God help you.
Amen.
Because every miracle in the Bible required some participation. Because what you're talking about, the woman with the issue of blood had to grab on to Jesus' garment before her blood could ever get dried up in her body. So before she got her healing, she had to grab on to something. The man with the withered hand, if he never stretches out his hand for God to touch his hand, he will still have a withered hand. When God tells the man in John chapter 9, go and wash at the sick place in the pool of Siloam, if he never goes to the sick place when he was sent by the sent one, then how does he get a healing by washing in the pool if he never show up at the pool? In 2 Kings, I like 2 Kings because they were praying to God to send them some water. And when they prayed to God to send them some water, what did God tell them? God says, go down to the valley and dig a ditch. That means when you need some more water, just dig another ditch. If I fill up one ditch and you need some more water, what you ought to do is go dig another ditch. There ought to be some folks in this building tonight willing to go dig another ditch. Because God wants to bless me, but I got to go dig some more ditches to get more of what God wants me to have. It requires you to participate. Learned in my short 19 years that sometimes you got to step in the process with God, because God won't just move on your behalf, but you got to move on your behalf. Requires you. There ought to be some folks in here tonight willing to participate, willing to go get what God has for you. Don't you want what God has for you? Don't you want the blessings that God has for you? Don't you want the deliverance that God has for you? Can I just pose a question to you on tonight? How bad do you want it? If you want it bad, you ought to get up and participate and begin to praise God like you want whatever it is that you're seeking God tonight. See, y'all still sitting down, so I'm willing to think that y'all don't want nothing from God. Y'all still ain't praising God, so I'm caused to believe that you won't want nothing on tonight. You ought to just find me a neighbor and say, neighbor, show me what you're working with on tonight. And if you're willing to participate in your miracle. And see, the thing about God's plan, when God is doing something in your life, you won't always see point A to point B. But you still got to trust God that He's going to fulfill the plan of your life. Got to trust that God will still be dedicated to the plan. Participate. Even when you're not sure how things are going to work out. There comes participation before compensation. But then, not only does it take participation in the formula of a working plan, but then there comes consecration for eradication. What does that mean, Reverend? Joshua, when they get down to the city of Jericho, Joshua says that the city is the accursed thing. It's the accursed thing. But What we must understand about this word, accursed, in the Greek, it means anathema, meaning it is a votive offering. Ana means up, theme means to place up, and this suggests that we have to give some things up in order for the plan of God to fulfill. You got to give some things up. To suggest, and it's tailored to teach us that sometimes some things cannot be dealt with by us, but we have to give it over to God and let God deal with it. Because the word accursed means to give up for the service or destruction of God. See, some stuff you have to let go and stop dealing with and let God destroy some of the stuff that ain't supposed to be in your life. Sometimes God has to destroy some things in order for the plan to go the way that it's supposed to go. You keep wondering why you got friends who walking off and leave you. People you used to talk to, you don't even talk to no more. Why the places that you used to go getting torn down? It's because it's God fulfilling the plan, that it's the accursed thing, and God has to destroy it out of your life. Because everything in your life don't coincide with God's plan. Some of the people in your life don't coincide with where God is trying to take you. And you wonder why God has removed them. It's because God has a plan for you up here, and you messing with folks who down here. And so God is trying to move you here, and you holding on to stuff down here. Some stuff you got to let go of. Friends you got to let go of. There's some toxic relationships you got to let go of. Because they're killing God's plan in your life. Because Jericho is not the plan of God. Jericho is not where God is going to dwell. So God says, I have to destroy Jericho and give you the city before I can let my service go on. And believe me, children of God, there's nothing that you can't give up. It's some habits that you're going to have to give up in order for God to do what he's trying to do. Don't be tricked and fooled by taking this folk you got to hold on to. That ain't the plan of God. Some things you have to let go of. And see, some of you done lost some things. God has removed some things from you. God has taken some stuff that you thought you couldn't live without. But can I give you some good news? Some of y'all got the testimony that God has taken some things from me, but I'm still here. God has removed some things from me, but I'm still living. God has taken a bunch of stuff that I thought I needed, but I'm still here. Anybody still here? And God has taken some things from you. God has taken some of the stuff that you thought you needed, but you're still here tonight in Greenville Baptist Church, praising God like God ain't never took nothing from you. Despite the things God has to destroy. But this accursed also means for the service of God. Meaning that when you become the accursed thing, and God has to destroy some things in your life, God will also begin to service you. So when God takes some stuff from you, it's really God working on you so that you can be better than you were before God took the stuff that he had to take out of your life. So now that you had some stuff removed, now you feel better, you look better, you talk better, you walk better, you sing better, you praise better. See, some of y'all still ain't getting it on tonight because you feel better since God has taken some stuff from you. Anybody ever had some things taken from you, but on tonight you're still here praising God, you're still here giving God worship, giving God all of your praise after he taken some stuff. Because God got to take some stuff out of your life so that he can be your life. Because see, y'all dealing with some folk who taking you from church. You dealing with some folk who ain't trying to be here to support your ministry, but that's the folks you need out God in your life. You don't need nobody who killing what you trying to do for God. That ain't God's plan. And it becomes the accursed thing. And God got to remove it. I hear pastors say all the time. When pastor go to a church, he say, Reverend, some folk got to die. Rough as it may seem, Reverend, they become the accursed thing. And God got to take you out. And if you one of them folks who think that the church ain't going to roll on without you, go ahead and die. And when you wake up over in hell, when you lift your eyes, the church still going to be rolling on. We still going to be in heaven singing. We still going to be in heaven praising God long after you gone. Let God deal with all of your mistakes, all of your mishaps, all of your maladjustment. Let God deal with it. Let God deal with it. Because again, Paul said that all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. Number one, there has to be participation before compensation. But then there must be consecration for eradication. But then thirdly, third thing I want you to see in the text is that there has to be acclamation before subjugation. Don't miss me right here. Because the Lord commands Joshua that after you march around the wall, on the seventh day, when you march around the seventh time, I want you to have a praise party. And when you have your praise party, the walls are going to come down and I'm going to give you the city. So there has to be acclamation before subjugation. Somebody's still missing me. Acclamation means worship. Acclamation means to praise something, to praise an object or a person, which in this text it simply means to praise God. So if it's acclamation, then you got to praise God. Subjugation means that you have a triumph or a victory. So what does this suggest to us, children of God? That there comes praise before you get your victory. See, when you go into spiritual warfare with the devil, before you ever get the victory, you got to praise God like you already got the victory. Some of y'all ain't got the victory because you ain't praising God right now. And if you started praising God now, then you already got the victory that's coming later on. Okay, here it is. This text is befitting for Joshua because of what Joshua has already been through. Because when we are first introduced to Joshua in Exodus chapter 17, in the valley down, when Israel is in war with Amalek, Moses tells Joshua, go down into the valley and fight while Aaron, her, and me go on the mountain and praise the Lord. Okay. In Exodus chapter 17 is where we get the saying that God is Jehovah Nissi. And Jehovah Nissi simply means that God is your banner. And at this time of war, the banner meant when you raised the banner up, you had already won the victory. Okay, so what does that have to do with the text? I'm going to tell you. See, when they went into battle in Exodus chapter 17, Moses had raised the banner before the battle was over, which suggests to us that we don't fight to the victory, but we begin to fight from the victory, meaning that you already got victory if you were in here tonight. So why are you stressing? Why are you crying? Why are you always up in the midnight hour pacing the floor? Why are you stressing yourself about stuff that's on your mind? You need to tell some folks get off your back and get off your mind because they ain't paying no parking fee. So stop stressing yourself because you already got the victory. So it is. When I come to church, I'm praising God not for salvation. Number two, there has to be consecration before eradication. But then there has to be acclamation before subjugation. Meaning I got to praise God before I get the victory. Which means I got to praise God in advance. Come on, Lord, let's ride. Yeah, that means I got to praise God before I get the victory. Yes, which means I got to give God a premature praise. Yeah, because I'm reminded of old John the Baptist while he's inside of his mother's womb. Yes, the Bible says that when Mary got close to Elizabeth, that John began to leap in the womb. Well, what does that mean, Reverend? That simply means that if a premature baby can praise God, if a premature baby who never paid any bills, if a premature baby who never been sick in his body, if a premature baby can praise the Lord, then what's stopping you on tonight from getting the victory that God has for you? Is there anybody here who's going to praise the Lord for your victory on the night? I'm not worried about all the things that I've been going through because I know I got victory already. Yeah. How do I know that I got victory already? I got victory because one Friday evening on Calvary's mountain, he died. Didn't he die? I said, didn't he die? I said, didn't he die?
Some